any arm strength left.
Oh, right on. Awesome. Hey, what's up, dudes? Running a little late, so you guys are gonna see how the sausage is made. But essentially, they close the front of the trailhead, so people have to go all the way around to get up here. But doesn't matter. We are here. I feel like I missed an opportunity though, because it was very foggy. Hey, what's up, Eric? It was very foggy in LA. And so I could have got a really, really nice time lapse because, it was foggy. And you guys see the comments. Hey, happy Friday, Eric. You too, man. You guys see the comments with that video. By the way, that video, the last short that I put up, has more than 6 million views, guys. Hey, what's up, Debashish? My first ever super chat is in the room. What's up, guys? So I'm running a little late just because they closed the trailhead, and so I have to take the long way up here, and it's all good. But you guys get to see a little bit of how I set up. It's a little chilly in LA. It's a little foggy. And one thing that I'm worried about today is that because the front of the trailhead is closed, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of people. Which video got 6 million views? If you look on my YouTube page on Shorts, it's my most popular one. It's got more than 600,000 likes. Yeah, it's got 6 million views. Yeah, well check it out. He's probably gonna watch this later, but he came up and said hi. He looked at the dumbbell challenge that I did, and now he's gonna try it out. I told him how to progress on it, because there is a way. You can't just jump in and do it. You got to build up to it, just like anything in life. You got to build up to it. And so you go from building up your core, and then the way that I train for that dumbbell workout is you kind of do, I don't even know what you call it, but you get a stick and you climb up the stick. In the beginning, you just stand very close to it and go up, but as you get more advanced, you take a step back until you're into a full plank position. All right, guys, let's see. We got our setup here. I think we're good to go. Let me just make sure the camera is recording. Ooh, I once recorded, I was planking every week, and I was trying to set a PR every week. And then for my 2.5 hour plank, my phone died like 12 minutes into it. And it wasn't a battery thing. It wasn't a storage thing. I don't even know what happened. But then I'm done. I'm celebrating. And then I go look at the footage, and I have like 12 minutes of footage. I'm like, fuck. All right, guys. I think today I'm just going to hold a 1 hour plank because they closed the trailhead. And I don't know who's going to be up here. What's your name, by the way? Willie. We got Willie here. He's going to start us off. What should I do? Let's just do it. Oh, yeah. I have a time-lapse camera, so let's see. All right, hey, guys. We're going to be doing a community plank today. We're just going to be planking for an hour and see how many minutes we can collect from the community. Let's do it. We got Willie.
I don't have an hour.
You got whatever you got. There you go, if you care about your time. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's good to be out here.
Oh yeah, dude. I invite people, and I'm just like, they're like, oh, but I'm only gonna plank for a minute. I'm like, yeah, but it's the whole idea that you're gonna come out here, you're gonna get out of bed, you gotta walk up here. That's the ante.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're onto something with the community planks. And then on Sundays, I come and I do the endurance push-ups. People seem to love the endurance push-ups. They seem to love it.
Where am I? Is there still a timer?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I went into power save mode. You know what? Sometimes it's better not to look at the time, to be honest. What do you want to target today?
Oh, I was home for a minute.
Yeah. Well, you almost got there. Let's get back into it. Check it out.
Huh.
All right, guys, we got Willie hitting a minute.
You were right. It's better not to look.
Ignorance is bliss. Honestly, with your form, I think you got at least 90 seconds. At least,
no.
at least 90 seconds. Try to shift a little bit, like shift the energy in your arms a little bit. It's when you do all these little micro movements, you end up kind of releasing the tension from certain areas. Okay, there you go. Look at that.
I'll take that.
97.
Man, good luck.
Woo. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Only 58 and a half left.
Just 50.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Hey, if you come back up, another 30 seconds.
Oh man, you called me on my last one.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Have a great day, man.
all right, I'll see you next week.
Absolutely, good luck.
All right, thank you. What's up, Dado Jose? Yeah, man. How am I not viral? Guys, we're getting there. We are getting there. We're getting some big accounts that are following me. The Balance Guru's got something like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, if not a million. I got Bouja Boy. You know, love that guy. Love that young man. Freaking warrior. So, yeah, me and Bouja, we're cool. Got nothing but respect for him. But we are getting there, guys. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried that I'm not viral today. Look, we're gonna get there, guys. We are gonna get there. I mean, this last view, I mean, come on. Dado Jose, did you not see my last video? 6 million views and counting. Something like 600,000 likes. Yeah, Eric, I think, yeah, man. Dude, these big accounts, I got some DMs with some pretty big accounts. We might do something together, might do some collaborations. I'm pretty excited about those. Yeah, man, and then, like I mentioned at my last live stream, check this, guys. I got a sponsor now. There's someone out there that really believes in the dream of what we're building. If you guys are interested in learning more about this company, it's fire.cx. Go to the URL, check it out. They have a white paper, but essentially it's an invite-only crypto trading platform. I know some of the people there, very smart people. Yes, yes, sir. Guys, we got the Quan and Only that's gonna join us. He's a regular. It's gonna be the top right whenever you're ready.
Try up as much as I can for a lead.
Yeah. If you need a towel, put it right here. Here, I got you. I'll turn this on for you. All right. What was your max last time?
Like 620 something.
620, guys. The Quan and Only. What's up? Yeah, we usually have they have a pretty big crew that comes, but for some reason it's a foggy day in LA, and also they closed the stairs leading up to this point, so I don't know how many people we're gonna get. But today I'm changing the format. I'm not doing community quota. I'm just doing an hour plank because I gotta go do some work. Now that I have a sponsor, I gotta represent the brand. Yeah, I got a sponsor, man.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
this company right here.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, send the paperwork and everything. I'm pretty excited. And like I said, the guy, I know him from this tech company I used to work at. Totally respected the guy, super smart. And I guess he respected me too, and he loves what I'm building here, so.
Yeah. Community around fitness.
Community, fitness, but also, so some people thought that when I first started the account, they're like, oh, you're just flexing. Oh, this is all ego. But no, it's like you have to do spectacular things so people go like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Like if I didn't have the longest plank in the world, people would be like, oh, this guy's just talking BS. But now people are like, oh no, I should listen. Or, you know, people are loving the push-ups. The push-ups that I do.
Wow.
So on Sundays I come here and I do basically holding this position, and then I just do squeeze and push-ups throughout. And I could do more than 2,000.
That's amazing.
That's crazy, right? People they love the push-ups.
Yeah. 2,000 is a lot. That's
But then I said, low key, I told people, oh, if I get 100,000 likes on that video, I'll go for 3,000, and I got so now I gotta go do 3,000. Guys, I'm gonna do 3,000 push-ups. I don't know if it's gonna be this Sunday, but I will get it done this year. Let's just say that. Yeah, man. Eric, yeah, dude. You know, people always say, well, I'm only one person in 8 billion people in this world. Like, what kind of impact can I have, right? If you're like 1 in 100, you have 1% impact, according to that logic. So if you're 1 in 8 billion, that's kind of depressing. But the reality is that we're all nodes in a system. And what is that separation from Kevin Spacey? It's like 6 degrees. So we're all 6 degrees separated from anyone in the world, guys. So we're all nodes in a system. So you doing something out there positive, people are watching, you have more of an impact than you think. So don't get all depressed. Instead, just get to work. And don't worry about the eyeballs. Don't worry. People are like, somebody opened up here saying, solid.
It's been a while.
Solid 3 minutes, bro. Solid 3 minutes.
Let's try not to pull our butt up.
No, it's the form. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. I don't want to be doing bad habits.
Yeah, because I know last time you were like coming up and down. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Not a lot of people can do 3 minutes. Dude, if you come back up, give me another minute or 30 seconds. All right, sounds good, dude. But yeah, guys, it's the ripple effect. It's 1,000% true. It's honestly why I'm doubling down on everything that I'm doing with Do Hard Things. You thought I was crazy before? You haven't seen nothing yet. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, because there I post different content. I post a lot of stories, a lot of temporary stuff, because you know the stories expire in 24 hours. So I put stuff like yesterday I went for a ruck. I put on 112 pounds on my back, and I went to go walk for 3 miles. And it was awesome, guys. And so a lot of people didn't know about rucking, but it's one of the best exercises that you can do. It's very low impact. So if you have bad knees or you have things where you don't want to be stomping on the ground, the rucking is amazing. And you don't have to carry 112 pounds. Like, honestly, there's some pretty good companies out there like GoRuck.com. But the equipment's super expensive there. You're paying hundreds of dollars for a weighted vest. And to be honest, you could just grab a backpack. You could just put your textbook in there and just go walk around for 45 minutes. Because here's the thing, when you walk around with more weight, your heart gets more elevated. And so you end up getting into like a zone 2 heart rate zone. And when you're zone 2, you're getting into a fat burning mode. So if you're going for a 45-minute walk, an hour walk, you're actually burning fat. And then also, you don't realize it, but when you have weight on your upper body as you're walking, your body's trying to stabilize you, and so you're using your 360 core when that happens. But yeah, guys, so you guys knew I was in Mexico on vacation, and I loved it. I got after it every single day. I got to hang out with a lot of family, and I got to do a lot of reflection too, and basically what I came back with is that I really believe in what I'm doing, and I'm gonna pour in every bit of energy into Do Hard Things 365. Like you guys know, I've been talking about this 50-day program. I'm gonna officially launch that January 1st. I'm finalizing it right now, putting all the content together. I think that's something that's gonna have a big impact on people. There's people that just don't know where to start. And hey guys, I've learned a lot, and I've been through my own highs, my own lows. I've tried everything. I've tried every single diet. I've done keto, animal-based, pescatarian, vegetarian, all the Aryans. And I'll tell you, I've learned a lot. And I know that the biggest struggle in anybody's fitness and mental journey is just getting started and staying disciplined. That's why the 365 of Do Hard Things 365 is the most important part of what we do. It's about showing up every day. It's about showing up every single day, whether it's a beautiful day like it is right now in LA, or if it's raining, or if it's snowing, or in my case, when my dad was in the hospital 2 months ago, he was in the ER. Guess what I was doing? I probably slept 2 hours that week every day. Like on average, I didn't sleep much. But guess what I was doing in the parking lot when my mom was in the lobby? I was out getting my push-ups. I was going out for a walk. And I'm very glad I did that. And I think my dad was very proud that it didn't matter what was going on in the world, that I was still getting after it. But yeah, guys, that's the mindset. So the simple mindset of do hard things is you do something hard every day. You make a conscious decision to do something hard every day. And then you do it the next day. And then the next day. What's up? What's going on? You gonna join me?
I don't have time today.
Not today? All right, bro. See ya.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we got the hardcore people coming up here. They blocked the entrance, so you got to go up a different way. And so, like, the people that are up here are the true hardcore people. But I think they're also limited on time. Everybody's showing up here pretty late, and everybody's got to get to work. Which is why we're only doing an hour today. I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy that I say only 1 hour. Yeah, dude, Eric, yeah, do something that sucks every day. And guess what? It doesn't have to be like going on a ruck with 112 pounds. Some people do the cold baths, and that's great because you just got to get your mind in the habit of going in the direction that you don't want to go. Obviously, don't go do anything dumb. Don't do anything unnecessary. Do hard things does not mean go do stupid things. Go do risky things. Go do things for the gram. That's not what do hard things is about. It's about doing the things you know you have to do. Yeah, guys, but you know what? I'm not saying anything revolutionary here. This is all just basic stuff. But somebody's got to say it, and someone's got to show you that this is the way. Yeah, Eric, I listened to that podcast. It's got a very scientific name. It's something Igula, something Igula. But yeah, he says that it's like a balloon. When you do hard things, yeah. Okay, good morning. You can join me if you'd like. Any time is appreciated. Yeah, there's someone behind me. I'm in a public place. Guys, I like this place, you know why? Because it's actually at the top of a hill. And so if I was down in Venice Beach, for example, I thought about going to Venice Beach or Santa Monica, but the problem is that it's too easy. It's too easy to get to me. And so people that don't put in the work, there's probably some hate, there's probably some jealousy, there's probably a lot of that, and people just want to fuck with you, right? And up here, at least I know that every single person that's up here interacting with me, they had to go up something like 240 stairs. So they had to, oh yeah, hey, what's up, Kevin? Good to see a familiar face. But yeah, I started the live stream the planking probably 3 minutes. Probably 3 minutes into the live stream. So whatever that time says, subtract 3. And today I'm measuring my time, not with a timer, but with this little bad boy here. It's not 100% accurate, but in my experience, it's like plus or minus 3 minutes. Sometimes it goes a little over, sometimes a little under. Yeah, man. So for anyone who's new here, by the way, I always forget to say this, but if you like this live stream, hit the like button on the video. It helps me out a lot. It also helps promote it in the algorithm, and we end up getting more people, better party. So there's 3 live streams that I try to do every single week. I'm trying to get a lot more regular with the times, but it's this one. It's at 7:30 in the morning on Fridays, Pacific time. I'm based in Los Angeles. Like I said, usually in the community planks, there's a lot more people up here, so we end up getting a lot more interactions with me and other people. But lucky for you guys get probably all my attention today, which is cool. And then interesting comment there. I'll get to that one right now. So my 3 live streams. The next one is out of my apartment in my living room. I end up doing pull-ups for 2 hours. It's usually I do like 7 per set, and I do a bunch of sets. I always go more than 500. Usually 600-700 is pretty typical. And in that one, it's a lot more Q&A. There's music playing. It's more of a vibe, and we end up having a lot of interaction because I got a big monitor. I'm seeing the chat. We got moderators that are helping out, things like that. And then my last one is I end up doing what I call endurance push-ups, and it's where I'm doing this, but I'm squeezing in push-ups, and I usually do about 1,500 in 2 hours. Sometimes I'm feeling ambitious, and sometimes I do more. I don't do less than 1,000, and that's nonstop. That's what I call nonstop. Nonstop is being in this position or doing the push-up. Let's see. Gladiator style. How do I do a live at? I don't know. I'm kind of new. I'm kind of new to this, to be honest. But you could probably just at me at Do Hard Things 365. Skeleties, dude, you're a familiar face. How can I do an hour? Look up a YouTube short that I have that shows you my progression. So October of 2023, I started planking, and I held a 7-minute plank. I thought that was awesome. It was really, really hard to do. And then every Friday, I started bumping it up by 1 minute. So the next Friday, I did 8 minutes, and then 9 minutes, and then 10 minutes. And then I got to 27 minutes, and then I started bumping it up by 5 minutes. So I went from 30 to 35, all the way to 100 minutes. And then from 100, I jumped to 2 hours, then 2.5, then 3, then 4. That was my 10th month progression of pushing my personal best from 7 minutes to 4 hours. And one thing that I like to preach is just moving the boundary, the goalposts little by little. No home runs. If I would have gone from trying to do 7 minutes to 4 hours, the following week I would have probably gotten injured. Like, there's something about building the strength, but there's also the mental fortitude that has to grow with you. And then bro, it's not that kind of channel, bro. It's not that kind of channel, bro. Don't bring that stuff here. But yeah, so look up that YouTube short. I show a graph that shows you my progress, and it took about 10 months to get from a 7-minute plank to 4 hours. How do I do a live ad? Yeah, answered that one. Doing hard things makes you lonely in a good way. I think you're probably thinking about stoicism. Yeah, stoicism. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, I think too many times people get kind of caught up with the whole like social stuff. And I don't mean social from social media, but like, oh, your friends are saying that you got to go to this happy hour. Oh, your bros are saying that you have to come Saturday night and go clubbing. Oh, and your bros are saying you got to stay home and watch football and eat pizza and drink beer. And I feel like many times there's a lot of these social pressures. So I'm here to tell you that I've found a lot of, I don't even know how to say this, but I am very much at peace with doing what I know I need to do to make myself the best version of myself. And it's the minute that I stopped making excuses and stopped telling people lies. So when people go, my friends are telling me, dude, what are you doing? It's Friday night. Why are you going to the gym? You should come to Koreatown, Korean barbecue. We'll get shit-faced. It'll be awesome. And before I used to get pressured into that. And then now I go, no, I want to hit the gym. I want to be a better version of myself, but I'll hang out with you guys. It's not like I don't want to be your friends. It's just like I don't want to go and do those things. And the minute I started embracing more of that, it's hard in the beginning because people tease you. There's a lot of like dynamics that go on there where people don't want you to be exceptional. And speaking of exceptional, we got Quan, the Quan and only, back for round 2. Here, I'll time you. Yep, let's go. Yeah, but guys, it's that minute that I just started embracing who I am and not making excuses for it, that everything just comes together. And then all of a sudden, guess what? People stop teasing you. People go like, oh shit, maybe I should listen to this guy because he seems to know what he's doing. So when I went to Mexico, for example, 2 years ago, everybody knew that I was on a carnivore type of diet, but still you get pressured into it. The aunts want to cook for you. They're like, oh, here, have some pozole, have some tacos, have some tortillas. And I caved. And guess what? It actually set me back a while. When I came back, the diet was all messed up. It took me like 2 months to get back into my rhythm. And, 2 years later, this last time that I went, my family all follows me on social media. And guess what? Zero social pressures. A few aunts, they were like, hey, you want this? I'd be like, no, not really. And they go, oh, we totally understand. In fact, when I would go to my aunts, I have many aunts, and they all love me. And they all make food for me. Now, instead of them making the traditional, very carby pozole and this and that, they would make ribs for me, guys. Like, amazing food. And it's just, guys, like, stop hiding behind things that you don't want to do and you do just for stupid reasons. And just start embracing who you are. It's going to be hard. It might be hard for a few years. But people will come around, especially if you prove them wrong. Yeah, Waffle, I agree with you. Stop making excuses and procrastinating. Just let this be your sign. Go do something. Quan agrees.
Almost didn't make it here, but yeah.
These guys, they come every Friday, every single Friday. We got to know this crew. I got to know this crew when I was doing my planks I think they were here. I met Kareem when it was a 1 hour plank. And that's when Kareem came over and he's like, bro, what are you doing? And by the way, Kareem Grimes, guys, he's an actor, famous actor. I think he's going to be the next Denzel Washington. Yeah. But he comes over and he's just like, bro, mad respect. What are you doing? He's like, I've gone down and up these stairs and you're still here. And I think I was like 20 something minutes in. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be here for an hour. He's like, wait, what? So we connected, we became friends, and he reposted my stuff. And by the way, Kareem started planking with me. In the beginning, he was holding like a little over a minute. And now he's doing more than 6 minutes, guys. It took him a while, but consistency, that's what it's about, guys. There you go. Check it out, guys. Look. Look what Quan got. 2 sessions, 6 minutes. Good shit, bro.
Get to the 10-minute mark.
You're gonna get to 10 minutes today? Nice.
While practicing at home, watching TV. Yeah, when you're a sister.
All right, bro.
Have a good day, man.
All right, good to see you. I love the stuff you're posting, by the way. The insider stuff on all the production. That's super cool. Like the big rigs that you guys put together, dude. That's super cool. Yeah. All right, dude. See ya. Yeah, man. So I live in Los Angeles, so a lot of people are kind of like in the biz, and Quan does a lot of stuff with cameras. So whenever you see like professionally shot like car commercials, things like that. What's his social? If you look at my Instagram and search for Quan, he's got a name like the Quan and Only. The TheQuan and Only. Oh, right on, dude. Yeah, and he's connected with, like I said, he's in that circle with Kareem Grimes, and he's kind of like one of the big notes here for like fitness and oh, thanks, man. Thanks for putting that in the chat. Yeah, man, follow him. He's a cool dude. Humble guy. I like humble people. All right, what were we talking about? Let me get back to this. Oh, I think this is a good opportunity to plug my sponsor. But guys, dude, I am super excited about this partnership. Like, you guys would say, well, what does an invite-only crypto trading platform have to do with Do Hard Things? And to be honest, they're doing some pretty interesting work where they're trying to give agency to people. I'm not going to do them a good service, but they have in explaining what they do, but they do have a white paper that's on the website. It's fire.cx. I personally know one of the guys there. We used to do work together in the augmented reality space where by the way, guys, a lot of you guys, especially new people, don't know my background, but I'm a MIT engineer. I was involved with designing products, products, things that have gone into outer space as well, like highly complex systems. And then I have an MBA, a Master's of Business Administration, and I've worked for big companies like Emerson Electric, like Northrop Grumman. I was at IBM for a summer. I was at Texas Instruments for a few summers. I was a product manager type of person. I was an engineer, and then I became a chief of staff. And so, as a chief of staff, I'm the right hand to the CEO. So I've been involved with building businesses. And by the way, this is a perfect segue. So in business, we have a lot of tools at our disposal to strategically grow the business, right? It's to think about, what is our strategy? Like if you're Facebook, or like if you're Instagram, it's like, what does the market look like? What products do I want to develop? What countries do I want to go into? And so in business, we end up spending a lot of time thinking about the roadmap, thinking about the future, thinking about how we're going to get there. And I was doing a lot of that. It's called strategic planning. So it's kind of like a strategy and operations person. But I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if we actually made these tools available to people as well? Because at the end of the day, I think you should treat yourself like a company. Like, you should think about yourself as a company. Like, where do you want to go? What do you want to build? What does your life look like in 5 years? Oh, people are asking about the time. I started planking 3 minutes in, so that's about 29 minutes. I didn't bring a timer today. I just brought my hourglass. And this thing is pretty accurate to plus or minus 3 minutes. I feel like it always goes over, never under. But yeah, I started around a little after 7:30. But guys, like, you got to treat yourself like a business. There's a guy who wrote a book on this called Me Incorporated. It's by the guy from Kiss. You know that rock band where they have makeup and the guys are sticking out their tongues? Thanks, Taylor. We do this every Friday. My maximum that I've ever held is 4 hours. That was a wild day. That was a wild day. And guys, if you're liking this stream, do me a solid. Give me a like. If you don't follow me, follow me. We're building something special here, guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, do hi. That's one of the most common questions. Yeah, common questions. People say, oh, it's not a plank. Guys, it's called a straight arm plank. Guinness is letting me submit for this. So it's a thing. There's a thing called an elbow plank. There's a thing called a side plank. There's a thing called a straight arm plank. It's got plank in the name, guys. It's a plank. But people always ask, like, which one's easier, which one's harder. It just engages different muscles. So if you're in an elbow plank or a low plank, you get a lot more abdominal kind of engagement, but it's easier on the arms and the shoulders. With the straight arm plank, the shoulders burn. Like this area right here. It's really hard, guys. But it's different. Also, when you're up here, I guess you have a few more degrees of freedom where you can like shift a little bit. I mean, technically, you got to be straight from here to your feet. So your butt can't be floating up. Your hips can't be sagging down. You got to be in a plank position. So they're different, but As soon as I get the Guinness World Record, I'm gonna move to doing elbow planks. Just to show you guys that anything's possible. Yeah, Kiss, dude, no, Kiss was very different. Gene Simmons, by the way, Gene Simmons from Kiss, he's got an incredible story. So this guy used to be, didn't speak English, by the way. He was a Hasidic Jew living in Israel, I think, or yeah, like Israel, I believe. And he ended up moving here as a kid, didn't know any English, zero. And then he became an English teacher. And then he became a member of Kiss. And then from Kiss, he was like an entrepreneur. He's the guy that made hundreds of millions of dollars because he was just like a hustler. Ever since he was a kid, he would do things like his comics, he would buy comics and he would rent them out to his friends for cheap. So it was a win-win where his friends got access to comics for very, very cheap. And so he was always a hustler in the beginning, and he wrote this great book called Me Incorporated. I'm a big fan of it, but he basically says, like, treat yourself like a corporation. You got money coming in, you got costs coming out, and you should obviously, sorry, I lost my train of thought here. You should maximize shareholder return. It's what corporations do. You should maximize shareholder value. So anyway, guys, I'm pretty excited. In 2025, I'm going to start bringing some of those tools to you guys. I got a program that's launching January 1st. I'm finalizing that, so you'll start seeing some reels where I'm promoting it. But it's going to be a 50-day challenge that's going to help build momentum in your life. All right, so we do High is asking questions about started shaking. Okay, so I believe that in the straight arm plank, I think with any type of endurance things, the mind has a lot to do with it. I think if you start using these tools, these mental tools, like it's always good to reframe your mind. Sometimes it's positive energy, sometimes it's negative energy, sometimes it's visualization. I'll give you one example. There was this one time that I went to go do the Grand Canyon. There's a big famous hike there, or a trail run that's called rim to rim to rim. And in rim to rim to rim, you start on one side here. I'll use this as the canyon. You start on one side of the canyon, you go down, it's Kaibab, South Kaibab. You go all the way to the river, you go all the way across, you go up the North Rim, you come back down, you go all the way across at the river, you take another junction, and you go up Bright Angel. It's 53 miles total, and it's about 12,000 feet of elevation gain. So that's probably what, like 3,000 meters? And that's probably, let me see if I can do my math here. It's probably like 80 kilometers. All right, so on that day, I ended up going in November. It was the second time that I did it. And to my surprise, it was actually really challenging because there was almost no one out there. I was one of the few people. When I went in April the first time, it was like a party. It was like spring. There was like hundreds of people on the trail. You're like high-fiving people. There's a lot of positive vibes. But when I went back in November, dude, it was lonely. And then it also got very dark and very cold, like at 6 p.m. And I remember I started freaking out because I'm like, there's animals down here. There's deer, and there's things that are hunting the deer. And so you would see like little eyeballs in the bushes because you got a headlamp, and you see the reflection of the animals pointing back. And you start I start dragging so sometimes when you do a lot of up and down, you take these basically walking sticks. They're very light and a lot of runners use them. But I started dragging those just to make some noise because I'm like, dude, something could happen and no one will find me for a few days. So when I got to this point, so all this was like fairly straightforward. All this was, but when I got back to like mile 48, I hit a wall. I hit a very, very big wall. And I'm like, I came to the point where I was gonna bring out my little bivy, like my little, think of it like a sleeping bag, like a metallic, thin sleeping bag that's supposed to save your life if you're ever in a bad situation. And I was ready just to pull that out, lay on the ground, get a few hours of sleep, and then continue. But I did something on purpose where I had to be back in LA the next day because it was going to be my sister's birthday celebration. And I did that on purpose to give me that motivation to actually do the thing, do it quickly, and get out. And so when I'm there, I'm looking at the ground. I'm looking at the 5,000 feet that I got to climb. And I'm like, fuck, I got to go back to my sister's birthday. And so there's a tool. David Goggins calls it the cookie jar. But essentially, you got to think about another time where you were a badass. You got to think about another time where you did something that was harder to reframe your mind and let you know that you're capable of doing hard things. And so for me, it was, I had just run the 4x4x48. Actually, I ran it with Goggins, but it's where you're running 4 miles every 4 hours for a period of 48 hours. And I told myself, I didn't say it out loud, I had this conversation in my head. I said, wait, Rich, you ran for 48 hours. You ran 48 miles in 48 hours with very little sleep. And you're gonna tell me you can't hike? You can't casually walk for 5 more miles? And it's in that moment that my mind made a switch. It just went click and said, yeah, you're right. You are a badass. This is nothing. And I started taking one step. I didn't focus on that little light at the top because they have this little light, that bright angel, where you could kind of see it in the far distance. It's way up there, really far away. I stopped focusing on that and I just started looking at my steps. Just one step in front of the other. Bam, bam, bam. And 10 minutes in, I felt like I had momentum. And I kept that momentum going until I finished. But yeah, guys, those are some tools that I use a lot. It's just a reframing of the mind. And I think for the planking, it's also the reframing of the mind. You just gotta believe in yourself. You gotta build confidence. You gotta build momentum. Yeah, bro, Compton. Yo, I appreciate you. We got Compton in the house. YG Originals. Yo, dude, I appreciate you defending me in the comments. I love when you guys jump in and set the record straight with people. Appreciate that. So you guys are like, I got my OGs and I got my regulars. Yeah, Eric, so when I did the 4x4 at 47, I ran miles 41, 42, 43, 44 with David Goggins. I was able to keep up with him. It felt damn good. Yeah, we were running side by side for a while. I mean, everybody wanted to run with David, so I didn't want to like be that guy that's just hogging all his time. But when I wasn't running right next to him and talking to him, by the way, the guy is as authentic as everything you see on TV. You know, like sometimes you see a persona in you know, people put on a show, people put on an act. Not him. What you see is what you get. But yeah, I was able to keep up with him and I felt really damn good about it. He actually commented on my stuff too. He sent me a message. When I love it, dude. I love it. That's why now that I'm like I guess a micro influencer, a nano influencer, I don't know, a small fraction of what he does, I try to get back to people because I think a little bit of wisdom and encouragement and some kind words goes a long way. I get messages from people from all over the world and it's crazy, and I try to get back to them. All right, I lost the chat a little bit here. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, hey, YG. Dude, I think you have to set the bar. And I think it's all about stacking wins. Like, if you went from doing nothing to try to be where I am, you're gonna be a very depressed person. But guess what? If you go from being very sedentary, being on the couch all the time, and saying like, you know, today I'm just gonna go walk around the block. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll walk twice. Oh, that felt good. That's a win. I can do that. Well, if I can do that, let me add another half a block. Oh, well, if I'm doing that, let me go for a light jog. Oh, I can't do two laps yet. Let me just do one. Oh, that felt good. And then that's how you start building momentum. And by the way, guys, start writing your accomplishments down. Start writing them down. it's a helpful reminder when you're going through hard times, and hard times in life or hard times in a physical feat. You got to remind yourself that you're capable of so much more, guys. What's up, Uros? Rim to rim, yeah, dude. Rim to rim is a bucket list item for a lot of people. It's beautiful, beautiful. Highly recommend it. So some people do rim to rim, and what that looks like is they drive to the south rim, they take a shuttle to the north, and then they hike or run all the way back. But rim to rim to rim, it takes a lot of people. Like if you're doing like very fast hiking or occasionally running, it takes about 18 hours. It could take more. Some people take more than 24. It could take less. I think the best known time is somewhere around like 7 or 8 hours, which is insane. Yeah, YG, dude. I love the community that we're building. I love the community that we're building here. Well, today, if you joined a little late, they ended up closing the front of the trailhead. So you got to go all the way around to make it up here. And a lot of people ain't making it up today. Look at this. It's kind of lonely. It's literally lonely at the top. Literally. It's all good though. Everything's positive, guys. You know, not everything always works out perfectly. But guess what? We woke up today. Not a lot of people woke up today. All right. Do I have a website? I don't have a website. I have some domains, but I don't have a website. There's a podcast. I was on a podcast. That's linked in my bio. I think that answers a lot of questions. It's not that long. Yeah, bro. But also, hey, YG, the mindset thing, you got to build the mindset. I wasn't born with this mindset. Kind of had a feeling early on in my life that this is a direction that I needed to go. Sometimes I got very distracted by all the social stuff that we do. You know, got to go party in your 20s, got to go, you know, get fast cars. Like the first car I ever bought was a Series 3 BMW, a 330i. And then I had what else did I have? I had that little two-seater, the S2000, the Honda S2000. That was a fun car. That was a really fun car. So much fun and not that expensive. It is a lot more expensive now because they stopped making it in 2008. Hey, Harrow Down. It's not that kind of channel. But yeah, people did die today. And fortunately for us, we're still here. So I hope we make a good use of that day today. You know that, you guys have probably seen this online, but there's a guy who asks a question. He says, if I were to give you $1 million right now, would you take it? And the guy says, well, yeah, of course I would take it. He's like, but the only condition is that you can't wake up tomorrow. Would you take the $1 million? And I think most people, I mean, the guy says, of course I wouldn't. And so the guy says, well, why not? It's $1 million. He's like, yeah, but I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be dead. And so the guy basically makes that the logic. He says, well, if you're not willing to trade your life this day for $1 million, then doesn't that give this day that value? Isn't your day worth $1 million, at least $1 million? Because I think sometimes we all get like, I don't know, life can be tough. I think a lot of people have tendencies to get all poopy pants and get all depressed and all that. But guys, you woke up today. Not everybody woke up today. And how are you going to spend that day? Are you going to spend it just sitting on the couch watching Netflix? Or are you going to be doing something to get smarter, better, faster? Because every day counts, guys. Every day counts. All right, common question. Yeah, so the plank, the way that I trained this just slowly over time, on Fridays, I would just add 1 additional minute to my PR attempt. And so I went from 7 minutes to 8 minutes. I just added 1 minute until I got to 27 minutes. And then I jumped from 30 to 35. I started adding 5 minutes. And that seemed to be the right level of pushing for me because it challenged my body. There's a lot of things like tendons, all these ligaments that have to adjust, that they just get better over time. You can't just train them from one day to the next. And obviously you got to get a little stronger. So for me, it was a 10-month process to get from a 7-minute plank to a 4-hour plank. And then in terms of push-ups, I like to use EMOM as a tool. So EMOM is every minute on the minute. So I set a timer, a lot of watches, you can get them to beep every minute. And then you pick a number of reps that you can do. So let's say you could do 100 push-ups total. Like that's your max in like a session, not back to back, just like that's what you can do. Well, maybe you could set, let's say do reps of like 7. You do 7 push-ups, okay? In a set. So your watch goes off, beep, 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 beep. You do 7 push-ups and then you rest, you relax, you stretch, whatever, drink some water. And then when your watch goes off again for minute 2, you go and you do another 7. And you keep that going for 15 minutes if you can. If you can do 20, great. And what you're gonna see is that even though you could do 100 before, with this format, all of a sudden you squeezed out 20 minutes times 7, 140. And so that does a few things. It lets you get a lot more volume, but it gives you the confidence that you can actually do a lot of push-ups. So for me, because I'm a strong planker, I got like good core, good arms, I was able to work up to doing 20 reps per set for 50 minutes. So if you do the math, 20 times 50, that's 1,000. So I could bang out 1,000 without even thinking twice about it. But that's how I started getting my volume up. And then now in 1 hour, I've been able to do 1,458. That was inspired by Coach Blue on Instagram. So I was able to actually beat him with my push-ups. And then I did, in one day, I ended up doing this little stunt where I just said 1 subscriber, 1 push-up. And some of the guys here, they were here for that. But I ended up doing 8,731 because that's how many subscribers I had. I did it over 4 live stream sessions where I was doing, I think 2,000. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was doing like 2,000 per session. I think I did 2,000, 1,500. And then the rest of them, I had a flight to catch that night, so I started live streaming from the airport, and that was a lot of fun. So ended up doing 8,731 in a 24-hour period. And then for my non-stop push-ups, I could do 2,222. So in those, I'm in this position or I'm doing push-ups. And there's no in between. There's no resting on the knees. There's no piking my hips up. We got bar in the house. Yeah, Uzbekistan, what's up, bro? Thanks for checking in. Dude, I love it when people tell me where they're from, because it just reminds me that this is kind of a global movement. Yeah, guys, and this is what my live streams are about. It's about talking through this stuff. If you guys have questions, I got answers, I got a perspective. I'm 42 years old now, so I've been in this for a while. I think I've learned a lot, and I want to be able to transfer. I want to grab every one of you by the shoulders and shake you and say, guys, today, start today, show up today, every single day. Yes, sir. Thank you, YG. Dude, thanks for checking in, bro. Appreciate you. Let's see. I think I missed a comment. Hold on. Duhai. Dude, that's awesome. 150 pull-ups, 650 push-ups. That's awesome. Uzbekistan, what's up, bro? Oh, Marie. Thank you. Dude, I love this. I love it that people are getting after it just because some dude is live streaming and putting content out. By the way, guys, did you see that one of my shorts, one of my YouTube shorts has more than 6 million views? Guys, 6 million views, more than 600,000 likes. Yeah, guys, we're making an impact in the world, and I'm here for it. And by the way, I have a sponsor now who really believes in the do hard things vision here. So if you guys are interested in learning more about these guys, it's fire.cx, FIRE.cx. It's basically an invite-only crypto trading platform. I know some of the people there. They are freaking smart. And I've worked with one of them in the past doing some pretty innovative augmented reality stuff. So you guys would do me a solid if you guys are interested in learning more. Go check them out. They have a white paper that talks a little bit about what they're building and why it's so much better than everything else that's out there. Yeah, guys, what else? I like the updates. Oh, yeah, YG. Hey, guys, if you're liking this live stream, do me a solid. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. It helps the algorithm. It helps us get more eyeballs on this positive message of showing up every day, of pushing your boundaries little by little, and being consistent. Because I truly believe that there are no shortcuts. If you want to be exceptional, you got to put in the work. Some people, I get these comments all the time. They're like, oh, you're just built different. Oh, genetics. This. I'm like, no, absolutely not. This is just work. This is just one punch man philosophy. You do it every single day. Got a question about, so does staying in this position help condition you for the duration of that many push-ups? Absolutely. So I think I can do endurance push-ups because of two things. On one side, it's my ability to do a straight arm plank. And then on the other one, it's just getting a lot of volume of push-ups. You get better at push-ups by doing more push-ups. Yeah, and guys, you guys that are showing up to the live streams, I see you guys commenting. I see you guys defending me in the comments. I really appreciate you guys, seriously. I think it helps a lot more when you guys correct people on the facts. Because dude, there's some haters out there. And guess what? You'll never see a hater doing better than you. And what the thing I care about is that when you start getting these negative comments, is that you get people that are coming in, fresh eyes, they want to get better. They're impressionable. They're young men, they're looking up to you, and then they go into the comments and they start getting confused because there's just people out there that are just like trolling or hating. And I want you guys to help me with helping this next generation, guys. All right, let's see. I'm just doing a time check here. 58 minutes, 59. So I think I've been planking for 56 minutes. And this is my little, so we're almost done, guys. So usually with the community planks, it's a little bit more about people planking next to me and you guys just like observing, like, oh, like these, like cheering people on and having good conversations. We get some pretty interesting people coming up here. But today they ended up closing the front of the trailhead. It's closed, so not a lot of people are making it up here. In order to make it up here, you got to go all the way around. And a lot of people, they usually come here right before work. You know, they come in, they get their like 45 minutes in, and then they leave. So not a lot of people up here today, and it's okay. Yeah, Goggins has a thing where he reads out his hateful comments, and you know, he has a little like handheld tape, whatever, recorder, and then he plays him back to himself as he's running. He's just like, this is fuel. But guys, I have that mentality too. Like, I get my motivation from positive things and negative things. The positive things is really thinking about what it's gonna be like when I'm done with this workout, what it's gonna be like when I hit my next birthday, what's gonna be like when my niece comes and visits me and I pick her up and I'm able to do that with ease. But then also, you gotta embrace the negative stuff too. Bro, if I had a hater here with me right now, I'd probably just plank twice as long. Yeah, just because fuck that guy, right? Dude, Eric, you beat your 10 minutes, dude. Woo! Nice. Now, I think a lot of the haters in the comments, you know, when I respond to them, they, even online, they're like, oh, no, bro, no, I didn't mean it like that. There's people out there that are just looking for attention. Dude, I don't, you know, like maybe 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, that would have bothered me a lot. Like someone saying like, but dude, every single time, 100% of the time, whenever you get something like that, the guy's not doing what you're doing. He's not doing what you're doing. You can't listen to that shit. You got to do you. Oh, dude, did you see this? Bouja Boy just liked my comment. Yo, me and Bouja, man. I feel like I can feel it. Something's gonna happen between us. I love that guy. Dude, that guy's setting an amazing example for the next generation. And if you guys don't know who Bouja Boy is, you better know who Bouja Boy is. The guy's a beast. Oh yeah, Eric, you saw the comment, right? You saw the comment and the response. I'm telling you guys, something's gonna happen. There's not a lot of people out there in the world that can do more than 2,000 nonstop push-ups. I'm learning that. I had some guys who have Guinness World Records who I'm in DMs with. Guys, we have some interesting collaborations that might come up. And I'm all for it. You know, a lot of people, they're all, you know, my kind of style is more like, yeah, iron sharpens iron. Let's get some warriors together and let's make ourselves better. I don't care about beating people, but all right, guys, you guys love this part of it. Check it out, little timer here. The sand is down. That's probably 10 seconds worth right there. There we go. Probably 3, 2, and 1, guys. Woo! That's it. That is all. You know what? Like a hater would have said, oh, but you know, he's taking his hand off the ground. That's not a real plank. Guys, try doing a one-arm plank. You're gonna quickly learn it's not that easy. Oh, all right, guys, check it out. Check it out. I know you guys like seeing the scenery here. By the way, Rich, at one point shouting out how many minutes I did in the chat might seem fake, especially since it's increasing. Dude, make your testimonial video. I will reshare your stuff on my Instagram, on YouTube. I love it when people are getting better because of me, because some guy is streaming out there in the world. Dude, this is what Do Hard Things is about. It's not about me. It is about me, but it's not about me. It's about creating a movement. I got to show, like, if I wasn't able to do incredible things, like you guys wouldn't listen, but I'm able to do some pretty incredible things. So I think it's worth a listen, right? So I got to do both. It can't just be about me. And it can't just be about me lecturing. It's got to be about something more than that. Absolutely, absolutely. do a short with a time lapse of the sand running through one side. Yeah, I think so. I can't do it with my iPhone though. I got to do it with like a camera with like a fixed aperture. I got one, but that's a good idea. Do high. All right, check it out. So this is the views that we have. I said it was like a foggy, very foggy day in LA, but downtown is right over there. We got Griffith Park. We got the Hollywood sign. Here, I don't know if I could zoom in here, but check it out. Check it out. There you go. That's the Hollywood sign right there. All right, that's the Hollywood sign. We got Beverly Hills. We got Koreatown over there. We got Hollywood. We got Beverly Hills. We got, dude, Pacific Palisades up there. It's a really nice hike. If you're ever in LA, like if you're in LA and you want to do like a scenic hike that's not that hard, it's Los Leones. Los Leones right over there. Beautiful hike. You get to see the entire coast. And then we got Santa Monica over there in the clouds. We got LAX airport right over there. And then if you're ever coming up the stairs, this is exactly what you see. You see some random dude planking with a few tripods. Yeah, guys, and if you're in LA, feel free to join me live. Like I do, I post my stuff on Instagram. I'm all about it. All right, clever Roman Aguilar. All right, guys, I think that's it for me. I got to go run and do some stuff, some actual work. So thanks for joining the live. If you haven't done it, hit the like button, subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting out there. I always appreciate you guys commenting on the videos and sending them to other people. Definitely not in LA. Dude, Ireland is pretty awesome. Ireland is pretty dope. You got great scenery out there. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off now. Awesome again. Hit the like button. Love you guys. Keep on doing hard things every single day. All right, guys.